Welcome back to my channel, y'all. I lied and I apologize. I had every intention. What just fell? Oh, shoot. I had every intention of doing one complete look with the first two columns, which on the Sephora site, it had these grouped into a look. Well, they had the colors grouped together for a twilight look. And the third and fourth column were grouped together for, I forget what the look said. But then when I sat here and started my face, I was watching YouTube as I usually do when I do my base, which I didn't finish it. I just have one, the Pat McGrath Primer Foundation Fenty Brows. And so I sat here, and then I also put on the City Lips. This is one of their plumping lip glosses, and it's crimson, described as opaque cool tone deep rose. And then I put on NYX Retractable Eyeliner Silver under this lash line, and Matte Color Excess Gel Pencil Eyeliner Stick Tap Brow. On this side, I put Glider Dye on the lower lash line, and I put Stay the Night on the inner rims. Sometimes Glider Dye irritates my inner rims, and sometimes it doesn't. I didn't want to chance it. This eye is already teary. So after I did that, I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't too, like, a complete look because I have one different. So I'm like, damn it. So we're going to do one look, one eye. And one look the other eye, and I do apologize for that. And I remember even saying in the live stream that we're going to do two complete looks, and then I sat here and prepped as if I wasn't, and I didn't even realize it until after the fact. So I apologize for lying. And after we do this video, we are going to we're going to do some looks with the Roxa palette from Natasha, and then we're going to circle back because I do want to do the other color groupings that they showed for this, and they also want to use the color stories, the groupings that Natasha did for her site for the Roxa palette. So I meant to prime my eyes, y'all, and I forgot. So I'm going to prime the eye and do the intro. And one thing about this palette is the shadows don't have names. They have numbers. And so since this is Ethereal Eyes Moonlight, it's EM1, EM2, EM3, 4, and then all the way down to 12. So I'm not even going to say the shades, but I am going to point out what we're using as we're using, excuse me, for the glare. So we're going to prime the lids, and this was the brush that dropped, not that one, because I have like 4 of them. And so we're going to prime the lids and do the intro. And if you're new here, thank you for being here. So my name is Dion. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation, and that was a good example because I had my mindset to do something, and then I sit here and I do something else. Today is October 18th, so if you have been in my live streams or maybe watched the last few videos, you may have, well, if you watched them, I did mention like stuff that I'm going through, and so that might be part of it. And then I thought about not even doing this look because I'm just, you know, dealing with stuff. But then I was excited to do it, you know what I mean? And then I started watching YouTube, catching up on the people that I religiously watched and struggle to stay caught up on. And next thing I know, I was motivated. And so here I am. And honestly, I would have did the look anyway, because sometimes I don't feel well and I'm still here. If I can sit here and do my face, I'm going to sit here and do my face, even if I'm struggling with something. And so that's not anything new, and that might be why subconsciously I prepped my eyes for 2 different looks, because then it'll be like, okay, when these are done, that'll free me up to do something different over the next couple days. But back to the intro. I'm scattered. Yeah, so that's the crazy part, like all of that, just forgetting the intro and just going off on rants and tangents. But the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand or a certain tool or a certain technique, because that's what they're telling you have to do in whatever video you're watching. Use whatever you want to, whatever technique, whatever brand, to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with your makeup. And if you're really curious about something, go ahead and try all the things. But do not feel like you have to. And if you do all the things that they're saying you need to do and your look comes out different, it's not anything wrong with you. We have different complexions. Stuff shows up different on different people. We have our own aesthetics. We have our own, you know, tendencies, different eye shapes, different face shapes. And so there's a lot of reasons why things will not look exactly the same. And so don't feel like, or try not to feel like, anything is wrong with you if your looks don't come out like the ones you're trying to recreate. Recreate and put your own spin on it. And so here the bottom line is self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. That's what the Crazy Troll Nation is, and I do hope that resonates with you. If this is your first time here, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Excuse me, that reminded me 2 other things to tell you. And if you've been here before, you know I appreciate y'all. I really do. Lots of information down below as always. 2 things I need to let you know. I do curse sometimes, I curse sometimes, period. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gargles, and belches, and it wants to be heard. So you already heard that. So we're going to get into these looks. I already did say this eye is tearing. It's been tearing since I woke up. So this is a lipstick applicator I use to dab. So I have brushes out in the order that I think they're going to be used. I didn't write anything out because there's no shade names. But for this side, shoot. Let me put the box over top of it. And I took the mirror thing off, and I should have left it, the little plastic thing that was on the mirror. So we're going to take this shade first, and we're going to put this. We did not tap off. I just kind of flicked it, but nothing came off. We're going to put this here. And hopefully it won't start tearing upward, which I feel like my eye is about to do. So very much there, not there. We're going to come down. We're just going to flip the brush over and come down to this one. So this look, I do remember this was called Twilight. I forget what the column for these 2 was called, but I will put that like up here somewhere. I got some fallout already. And I have heard that his shadows have a lot of fallout. And also, this is not my tacky Fenty primer either. But it is going on easy. It's going on smooth. We are going to smoke this out. Y'all already know that because I just need more. I need more. I'm going to put that other, sorry for poking you in the face. This is an Esom V27. Am I right? Yeah. I put away one that we weren't using since I used this one for both of them. This feels like it's going to start tearing upward. But we'll deal with that if it does later, and we will edit out finishing the face later. Now we're going to take this shade and put this in the outer corner because y'all know we got to do something dark. This one is that shifter shade. Excuse me for the glare if you saw my swatch video. So I'm just like, where the heck do I put that? I know I got loud because that shade is beautiful. I do want to see what it looks like on its own, but then I do just kind of want to layer it because it turns stuff like a blue. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. So I'm thinking I maybe just put a little here, but I don't know if that's going to throw off the ethereal part of these 2 shades. But I think I might want to do, well, it would really spice up the look. And I even have out 2 eyeliners for upper lash line too. Like I was really prepping for 2 separate looks, and I really did want to give y'all complete looks. But that means I can just schedule this sooner. So this might go up on the 19th. But you'll see it when it goes up. If you come back. And if you keep coming back, go ahead and subscribe and join if you want to do that. Because we're about to set off some really fun stuff with the members. Whew, I'm excited. So that's what we got for there. I'm kind of not liking something right here. But we are going to put, excuse me, 2 different transition shades. And so I need to just leave that alone because that's part of this is going to get covered up anyway. So we're going to take, ooh, it must be how I had it stored. I don't know if you see like these 3 hairs just like hanging out. We're going to, that's the Esom. This is the Esom 49. We're going to take this shade and we're going to go straight in because we're going to put that right here. The first half of our transition / brow bone. And then we're going to take an Esom 45 Max. Both of these were gifted to me from Grace. And we're going to go into this shade. And we're going to put that on the second half of the transition area / brow bone. And we're going to go in small circular motions because I want to blend out that brown. Because I'm not liking how that looks. I think I am going to do something else. This eye is tearing in this corner. You know, I don't think it's bad. So we're going to take the brush with the brown and we're just going to feather lightly just to try to round this out. And I know it's a skin issue and how my muscles are underneath my skin because I always see a line right there. And I've asked quite a few times Like, do y'all see it? And they're like, no, we don't see it. But I see it. So we're going to take the brush we used for that outer transition color and just, you know, do circular motions with that. I want to take that shade because it is just so friggin' pretty. We're going to go ahead and take it. Let me pull that brush out that I put away. You know what? We were going to put that on our lower lash line. So this is the only one we didn't put over there. But if that turns blue, which it did when I swatched it over the brown, but this is a silver we have on lower lash line because I don't want the colors to clash. So we're going to take this brush. I have out a different brush for that. Okay, let me get myself together. So we're going to just swirl, and we're going to put this under here. And part of me is thinking, this is wet right here. Part of me is thinking I should have put some of that brown under here. But we're going to put this here. I do like how that looks though. But we're going to take another one of those brushes. That's a Fenty 220. And we're going to take this brown. And we're going to put this over here. So this will connect it to up top, even though it's not going to stay connected because it is really wet right here. My eye is tearing. My eyes have been tearing since I woke up today. And usually when I first wake up, they tear a little bit anyway. But I've only been up for like less than an hour. I did have breakfast. And yes, it is late at night. Because I'm nocturnal. I get up in the evening. I do like how that looks. Part of me still wants to kind of tap it here. You know, we're going to do it because I just want to. So we're going to just lightly feather over this shade going into that one. So this is what we're using. And, ooh, and you know, we're going to do up here too. So maybe that'll help out with what that's looking like. And we're going to just go side to side from the lash, well, from up here down to the lash line. That is, oh, see how it's blue? Y'all, ooh, over there. If you didn't see that video, I'll put it in the iCard so you can see the swatches. And so I do like that. So that eye is almost done because we do have to do, what am I saying? Our eyeliner. So all of those brushes are done and we used 2 of these. Did I use this one? Yeah, we did. Let me take out another one for the other eye. So now we're going to move over to the other side. And we are going to take this shade here. Y'all, it's raining. Woo. Yeah, these do have a lot of fallout. And so stuff like this, it does make me miss the Fenty primer. Because it does, for me, it is tacky. For everyone, it's not tacky. But for me, it is. And so when I put a shadow on, I'm seldom able to do what I'm doing now and put it on and swipe it. Because it's like, okay, it gets stuck. So I'll just tap it. And it really does hold the shadow really well. And I never use glitter glue because with the Fenty primer I don't need to. Okay, this is tearing down here because I can feel it. Now we're going to come up using the same brush with this shade, and we're going to put that in the middle. And so that's just going to go right there. Are we going to put the blue or the black in the outer corner? You know, we're doing black, which makes me want to do a black lip. We're going to turn it back over to the side we used for that first shade. We're going to pull that over back to the side with that gray shade and pull that over. This is pretty. Going to round this off up here, even though we do have transition shades to put up here. Oh, that blended nice. Y'all see what that did? All right, we're going to put that brush down and we're going to take... We're going to take the black. Are we? We're going to take the black. Yo, this black was darker than Eternal. No. This black was darker than, I'm yelling, Extreme Black from the Pat McGrath Subliminal palette. Yo, I am barely touching my lid. Damn. Like, I am like very lightly, barely touching my lid. I heard some people say, and I mentioned it in the live stream, I forget whose video I was watching, but a couple people commented they will not get this palette because they don't use a dark black and a dark blue. And I'm like, just use it for eyeliner. Because most people do use, well, it depends on how fair their skin is. But the go-to eyeliner colors are black and brown. And so I was like, just use them for eyeliners. if you like how the rest of the palette looks. But yeah, so I was kind of like, but then I think that way because I put colors wherever I want to put them, and I do like dark colors. But even for those who don't, just put this is nice. Use it for eyeliner. People do use eyeshadow for eyeliner. But anyway, so if that's your reason for not buying it, but you like how everything else looks, use these two for eyeliner. And even though this showed up dark, it's not deep dark. Like this black is super black. And I don't think I compared it to Natasha Denona's Black is Black. Did I? I don't know. I don't remember if I did or not. But this, and I like the shape that we got. So I'm not going to mess with it because this black can get out of control. It is super dark. And I love it. So any look I do, I know I can blend out or dark deepen it with either this one or that one. Or if I'm sticking to the shimmers with this one, because that is a nice grayish tone we got going on there. Everything blends together really nice. So I'm just going light back and forth lightly. Excuse me for stammering and stuttering. I do that in videos too if y'all are new here. Y'all, this... We're going to take the blue. We're going to put that on our lower lash line. So for this one, excuse me for poking in the eye, we're just going straight in and just tapping it. And we're going to start out here. And can you see me? Y'all, when I do this, my bags show a lot. But when I'm looking up, they kind of don't. You can just see like the line, the way my cheeks are, like this hollow right here. But when I look down, that ain't cute. And I be forgetting that. And I be watching my videos like, And we're going to connect it, even though it probably won't stay connected if this eye starts tearing. There's a gap in eyeliner right here that I'm trying to cover up. But, whew, oh my gosh. I kind of want to take this under here too because, see what that does. We're going to do it. This is a clean one. Is it? I don't know. So we're just going to swirl it. These shades are so smooth. And we're going to... Look what that does to it. Oh my gosh. This shade... I was hella excited when I swatched it. Because it looked just regular. It looks like nothing. But then when I swatched it over the black, the blue, the gray, this brown... It just showed up varying shades of blue / turquoise. I was just like, oh my gosh. And even in the live, they were like, wow. Yeah. I don't like to connect my lipstick. How they say, make sure you get into the corners. Because number one, when I laugh, I'm not like where you can see the corners. But when I do, make sure I put color in the corners. I can feel it. Sometimes in the corner, and I don't like that feeling, but it may just be the way my lips are shaped. I don't know. So that, y'all, we're going to take this brush. I am wiping it off. This is the one that had this shade on it, and we're just going to just lightly buff under here, just so if it doesn't look even, it'll kind of just buff it. Oh man. All right, we're going to take, this is a clean Esom 49. We're going to go into this shade and we're going to put that here on the line. We're not going all the way up to the brow. This is nice. I usually don't use a shade to blend out other shades, but this did like just buff that out really nice. Because then what happens is when it does this, it just looks like it just goes all the way up, whatever the lid shade is. So we're going to put that brush down. We're going to take, this is a clean Esom E45 Max, and we're going to go into this. Did we use? We didn't use this shade. We're going to go into this one and put that. I should have used a thinner brush, even though this is a wider area. I'm going to use a thinner brush. Let me put that down. I'm not feeling good about that choice. We're going to take this one. This is a Scott Barnes 62, because this will give me just a little bit more control than that Esom one, because I don't want this gray up to the brow. This is nice. And I am tapping off. So we're just on the edge of that. I really like, just on the edge of that black, I really do like the E49. How tapered it is and how thin it is compared to the 45 Max. You see what I'm saying? And it's even more thin than the Scott Barnes. But I really do like that one. And now I'm thinking, do I want to get more of those? But I have so many brushes, y'all. I have a hard time justifying get more brushes. Even I do want more of the Esom brushes because they changed their shape to the V27. The one they have now, they're angled. And y'all know I like angled brushes. So this is all we're going to do. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh. So we didn't use this brush. We're going to put that away. We did not use this brush. We're going to put that away. All right, so now what we're going to do, y'all, these looks. Wow. So we're going to take a gray. This, closed really tight. This is Midnight Snack from MAC. We're going to put this over here on this eye. And to spice this up, and because we did put that shift shade under there that turned it turquoise, we're going to use number 87 from Inglot. So that's going to go over here on this eye. And we're going to use Lancome Sills Boost Mascara Base and Lancome Lashy Doll Mascara. We have our lip done. We're going to powder down. I think I have some, let me show you what I'm doing. This is dry foundation and primer. So we're just going to scrape what we can off of here and put this under here. Oh, also we have on the Estee Lauder concealer under eye and then under the nose area. So we're just like taking what we can, and so we're pressing the brush into it. So if there was any fallout, which it was some, but it wasn't a lot, that'll clean that up. So we're going to powder down with the Fashion Fair Set It Loose powder. Truly Tawny is the shade that I wear. I'm just going to pick, actually, your House Labs bronzers blushes. I'm going to randomly pick one of the two smaller House Labs blushes. We're going to pick a highlighter, and when we come back, everything will be done. This is what we have. These are the finished looks. I lied to y'all again, and I apologize. I really do. I used my two Fenty bronzers instead. This is by John Gal, so we put that on first, and then we topped some of it with Caramel Cutie. And why does it feel like there's an eyelash in this eye? Oh my gosh. Everything else we said we were gonna do, we did. I picked at random Raw Amber highlighter from House Labs and from the two small ones because I can't put them with the big ones because I have stuff in size order, so it's kind of irritating to my OCD. But anyway, picked at random was French Rosette, which is described as a neutral rose, and so that's our cheek situation. And we did put on the two mascaras and the blue eyeliner from Inglot number 87 on this eye, which I do really like. I didn't bother connecting it because this eye is tearing as well, and this side is tearing, and we did put Midnight Snack, which is a gray, over here. So if you like somewhat ethereal looks, this side is for you. If you want to amp it up and still not have a full-blown smoky look, this one is for you. I do really like them both. I love what that shift shade did under here. Again, this is what the palette looks like, and I'll put over here what it said for. I do really think this side said Twilight for these two columns. These two I forget, but I will put that over here, what they grouped it as and what they called. But even using them the way we did, you can put the colors anywhere. Even looking at how they grouped them on the Sephora site, you can put them anywhere. Easy one and dones for these three shades. They said, it said use alone or layer. So if you just want to do a one and done, just put one of them on your lid and just go out and be sparkly. Then maybe put eyeliner on a mascara if you want to, but you don't have to. But this shade to me, that was really pretty because it turns everything some shade of blue as far as these darker tones right here and this brown. So I do like both the looks. This looks like something I can do with golden or warm, or I need a nude, and with the lighter side of the Urban Decay Naked palette, because someone did want to see a comparison with that because of these darker tones here. But this is easily doable, and honestly, you can do something similar to this with Mini Xenon mixed with the Midi Xenon, because the Mini doesn't really have, it doesn't have a black. The blacks in mine are blue based. Some people said theirs are not, but mine are. And so to get a black, I would have to use the Mini Xenon versus the Midi. But for these shades in here, yeah, I could do that with the regular Midi Xenon palette. And so as of right now, I don't regret this, and I do like it. It was some fallout, not much. But But I do like both of these looks though. So this is this side. And this is this side. And this is them both. Let me know what you think. Let me know, are you a more ethereal type look person, or do you like just a little bit more color? Because this can really be smoke. Put the black all over and put this on top of it. Like, well, I'll say like the first half, so that we out the half. I'm excited. So that way the outer half can still be the black, or just put the blue all over and put this on like the 2/3 of the lid and just leave the blue on its own over here. But this shade is a game changer for this palette, for me, for those of us who do want to get something different, because you see how it turned that black blue. You know what I'm saying? And these did show up nice, you know, on my lid. Everything blended easily. The mattes blended easily with the top. You saw how quick and easy it was to blend out this side at the top. This is my first Mario eyeshadow palette, and I do really like it. Yes, these looks are dupable, but I would have to go into multiple palettes, whereas this has everything in there. Would I travel with this? I don't know, because usually I do my face first, because I don't always know if I'm going to feel like doing an eyeshadow look later, or in case I run out of time and don't do an eyeshadow look later, where it was beneficial to me to just have on my foundation and then go back with the foundation brush and pat out the fallout. And so I don't know. It would depend on if I really thought I was going to have time to do the look, and not just let me do the base and then later like, oh yeah, I have, you know, another 15 minutes, let me do an eye look. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do like the formula a lot. I do like that it is very sleek. It is very small. I know I have lumberjack hands, but it's very sleek. It's very slim, easy to travel with. My first impressions, I like the palette. I don't like all the fallout. Make sure you tap off, but everything that taps off, I'm like, that's product. Yeah, and I know some people do tap off into like a small container or on a metal palette or a plastic acrylic palette, and then they'll use that, you know, for the remainder of their look instead of keep tapping and then tapping off into the air or somewhere. But so there are ways to work around it. But again, if you like these types of looks or this type of look, and you're saying I don't wear blacks or dark blue, use it as an eyeliner. Use it as an eyeliner. That's what I'm saying. Or for this palette, like I was saying, lay one of these down and put this on top of it, because it does turn it like a very pretty blue, like you see under here. That is gorgeous. And so that'll be it for this video. I'm excited, and I do apologize for not doing one complete look and then a second complete look. But this is what we got. And so thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thumbs up, share, comment, join, all of that good stuff. And I appreciate you. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love. Excuse me. That is the crazy Trollation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.